The clock starts now, not with a bang, but with a fork hitting an empty plate. That last bite wasn't the end of a meal, it was the start of a profound biological countdown. Most of us see fasting as simply not eating, but beneath the surface, a meticulously orchestrated metabolic shift is underway, a journey from one fuel source to another. It's a fundamental process, yet deeply misunderstood. If you've ever wondered about the secret switches that control your energy, your focus, and your health, make sure you subscribe, because you are about to witness the first, most crucial phase of this transformation. In these first few hours, your body enters the fed state. Carbohydrates from your meal break down into glucose, flooding your bloodstream with immediate energy. In response, your pancreas releases the master hormone, insulin. Think of insulin as a traffic cop directing this glucose into your cells for power. But your body is also an efficient prepper. Any glucose not needed right away is escorted by insulin to be stored. Your liver and muscles act as primary depots, converting this excess sugar into a substance called glycogen. This is your short-term, easy-access energy reserve, a pantry packed to the brim for later. Around the 4-hour mark, a critical shift begins. As the glucose from your meal is used up, insulin levels start to plummet. This isn't a problem. It's the first and most important signal in the entire fasting cascade. As long as insulin is high, your body is locked in storage mode, biologically forbidden from burning its own fat. High insulin effectively tells your body, don't touch the reserves, we have plenty of fresh fuel. The fall of insulin is the key turning that lock. It's a quiet hormonal whisper signaling that the era of abundance is over. It's time to look inward. With insulin's voice now quieted, another hormone steps up, glucagon. If insulin stores energy, glucagon releases it. It sends a direct order to your liver. Open the pantry. Your liver, which holds about 100 grams of stored glycogen, begins to break it down, releasing a steady stream of glucose into your bloodstream. This process is vital for maintaining stable blood sugar to fuel your brain, which is a voracious glucose consumer. During these hours from roughly hour 4 to 12, you are still fundamentally a sugar-burning machine. You are not yet burning significant body fat. You're simply running on the leftovers from your last meal. But as the clock ticks towards the 12-hour mark, a pivotal moment approaches. The liver's glycogen reserves are now critically low. The easy fuel is almost gone. Your body stands at a metabolic crossroads, having exhausted its primary backup plan. For a system obsessed with survival, this is a defining moment. It can trigger alarm bells and crippling hunger, or it can initiate a far more profound and ancient metabolic program. A switch is about to be flipped. The countdown has led to this, the point where the body must abandon its reliance on sugar and unlock a cleaner, more powerful, and virtually limitless source of fuel. The real transformation is about to begin. The glycogen reserves are gone. The body, now past the 12-hour mark, faces a critical decision. The constant drip of glucose that has fueled it for half a day has run dry. Panic? No. This is not a crisis. It is a protocol. An ancient pre-programmed response hardwired into our very DNA. With insulin levels at rock bottom, the body sends out a new set of signals. It's a quiet internal command that tells the fat cells, our long-term energy vaults, to open their doors. This is the moment the entire system has been waiting for. The switch isn't just flipped. It is thrown with decisive metabolic force. The sugar-burning engine sputters to a halt. And in the silence, a deeper, more powerful motor begins to turn over, preparing to ignite. This ignition is the dawn of ketosis. The liver, now the central command for this new energy economy, begins a remarkable feat of alchemy. It starts pulling fatty acids released from your fat stores and, through a process called beta oxidation, transforms them into an entirely different kind of fuel, ketone bodies. These molecules, particularly beta-hydroxybutyrate, are a superfuel for the body and, most importantly, the brain. unlike the erratic energy from glucose, ketones provide a clean, stable, and long-lasting power source. Your brain, which consumes a massive amount of energy, absolutely thrives on them. This is the state your body was designed to enter. It is not just surviving, it is upgrading its operating system, literally beginning to power itself by consuming its own stored fat with incredible efficiency. But as this powerful new fuel source floods your system, something even more profound begins to stir in the microscopic universe within your cells. This process is called autophagy, which literally translates to self-eating, and it is one of the most exciting secrets to longevity and health. Your cells, now free from the constant work of processing glucose, begin an internal housekeeping routine. They hunt for old, damaged, and dysfunctional components, misfolded proteins, faulty mitochondria, and other cellular debris that can lead to disease and aging. They don't just discard this waste, they break it down and recycle it into new usable parts. If you're finding this deep dive into your body's own recycling program fascinating, hit that like button and tell us in the comments what benefit of fasting intrigues you the most. This cellular cleanup and fuel system upgrade isn't just happening on a chart, it's something you begin to feel. The mental fog that often accompanies a high-carb diet begins to lift, replaced by a sharp, sustained mental clarity. This is your brain running on premium ketone fuel. Your energy levels, no longer tethered to the roller coaster of blood sugar spikes and crashes, become stable and consistent. Systemic inflammation, a root cause of so many modern ailments, begins to subside. The body is no longer in a state of constant digestion and high alert. It is in a state of repair and rejuvenation. You are not just burning fat, you are actively reversing damage and optimizing your biology from the inside out, one cell at a time. As you cross the 16-hour threshold, you have reached a critical metabolic checkpoint. Ketosis is now well established, and the rate of autophagy has significantly increased. You have successfully navigated the transition from a sugar burner to a fat-burning, self-repairing machine. This isn't the finish line, it's the powerful beginning of your body's most profound regenerative state. The biological machinery for resilience and health has been fully unlocked, but the journey into your body's potential doesn't stop here. The benefits that compound beyond this point are even more astonishing. To discover what happens when your body enters the next phase of deep cellular repair at the 24-hour mark, make sure you are subscribed with notifications turned on for our next video. Fasting beyond 24 hours, the ultimate cellular reset.